Yeah, 235.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
I'm all right. I'm all right. For the people that don't know, the up and coming Jahi Tucker, I'm claiming it. The boy gonna be a star. He gonna be champ. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate it,
sir.
man. That's a fact.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you, man. We really do.
Yeah, same
Yo,
way, man. Yeah. Yo.
so yeah, man. I gotta ask the cliche question, man, just to get it out
Okay.
the way. What made you get into the violent sport of boxing?
Well, when I was younger, um, my dad, we always used to like just box around the house and stuff like that. Hit the pads or whatnot. But we moved to Star City and it was a boxing gym. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you to the boxing gym." And then I went and I sparred, and one of the coaches was like, "Yo, you could be a world champion one day. You want to box?" I was like, "Oh, sure."
Wow.
Damn.
So you just jumped in and just loved it, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. No
Yeah.
bumps, no bruises on the way. Like I don't know, man. Or
Feel me? Like, it comes with bumps and bruises. It wasn't like, it's not a full smooth ride. But,
uh-huh.
just like everything else in life. Feel me? Take it one step at a time.
I feel you. I feel you.
So,
Now, was this
But
like your
then, my
first
bad.
love, or was you
Yeah.
interested in any other sports before boxing?
Hey, what just cut out on me? What you say?
No, I
Oh,
said, was this your?
I was interested in basketball. You feel me?
Oh, okay, okay. Was you any good?
Yeah,
'Cause I
yeah.
think you done
Boxing was always
graduated by
my
now.
boss. Oh yeah, yeah. I graduated.
Yeah.
Um, but boxing was always my first sport though. Like it was my first sport. That's the first sport that I really took serious. It was boxing.
Okay.
all
Okay.
right.
That explains the agility you got there. Athlete.
uh, yeah, something like it.
All right. Hey, I want to congratulate you on your last fight, winning by unanimous decision, man. That was a good fight, man. Could you
I
tell us about
appreciate
Beautiful.
it?
that, man. It was a tough opponent. Um, real strong. We just work. I work too hard. Me and my team work mad, very hard, real hard. So I mean, no matter who's in there, it doesn't really matter. Feel me?
Feel
Mm-hmm.
you.
But yeah, man, the opponent was tough. Feel me? All respects to him. I was getting more comfortable. This is my fourth fight, so I just want to every fight I want to keep getting better and keep improving on stuff and just keep getting more comfortable. That's the main thing. Cause once I'm at full, like 100% comfortable, y'all gonna see something like it's gonna blow y'all mind. I promise.
All
Ooh,
right.
you're
Yeah, I
gonna
can
need to
see
be
it.
the welterweight champion soon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Welterweight, 154, 160, 68, 75. Grab all of them.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that confidence. I love
yes,
that.
sir. I see it in the ring. That's why I say you got a mean straight right, man. You got a
I
mean straight
appreciate it.
right. I see like a little bit of Roy in you too, man. Was Roy something that you looked at growing
Yeah.
up, or
Roy was a lot. I looked at Roy a lot. You feel me? A lot of
yeah, that
things that
straight right is on money.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's a lot of things that I took from Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker. You feel me?
All right, all
Yeah,
right. The man does his
mad
history. All
people.
right.
A lot of people. I studied everybody, all different styles and everything.
Mm,
Yeah. You know, being from Queens, New York,
Yeah.
I want to know how the heck you became a Lakers fan.
Well, I was always a LeBron fan. Feel me? But I was always a LeBron fan. But the Lakers they had drafted what you call Alonzo Ball. He was one of my favorite players coming out of college. Still one of my favorite
Okay.
players now. What you call
Okay.
it? But that when they drafted him, I was a Lakers fan because wherever he went, that's my team. And then when LeBron went, that just was icing on the cake.
got you.
That's right. You know, I'm a firm believer of, having a strong foundation, whether it's parents
Hmm.
or just people in your corner.
Hmm.
Could you tell me more about, your upbringing with your father and how, that motivated you and molded you into being the young man that you are today?
I mean, when I was younger, I always wanted to be like my dad. Like I had to like a lot of things I take from him. A lot of things he taught me. You feel me? Life, not just
Hmm.
boxing,
Right.
but like life in general. Feel me? Telling both of my parents, my mother and my father, they work real hard, so I got that from them. You feel me?
That's
There's a lot of
good.
things that I got from both of them, and just life experiences you learn as you go along. They was there to help me. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Now, I read someone that you be sparring people, man. Who on the likes you done sparred so far?
Oh, I sparred a lot of people. The top guys that I sparred is you got Shakur Stevenson,
Okay,
Richard Comey,
okay,
Richardson Hitchens.
okay,
Um, I sparred the Davis brothers. I ain't sparred Keyshawn. I sparred his two brothers though. I ain't sparred Keyshawn Davis.
okay.
Uh, excuse me. I sparred Pete Dobson. I sparred Mickey Bay.
You got a
Um,
nice resume.
yeah, I sparred a lot of guys. Feel
I
me?
see why your confidence high, man.
You gotta understand.
I see, I see why it's high. Now I gotta ask you though, how did you come into likes with Jay Prince, the legend Jay Prince, man?
It was real crazy, man. Shout out to Jackal Fitness. Feel me? Showtime Shaw. Showtime Shaw. Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one. He was always promoting me on his Instagram page and whatnot. He always promote me. Always give me interviews. Always post my stuff. And so Mike Prince, which is like Jay Prince family, he
Right.
connected with me through Showtime Shaw. You feel me? And then he
Mm.
got in contact with us. Boom. Next you know, he said, "Yo, come out to Houston. We sparred with Shakur and them." Feel me? And after that, Jay said, "Yo, we gotta sign you." And from there,
That's
was it's been
incredible.
history.
That is.
That's incredible. And that was doing amateurs?
Yeah, that was
Or
during last year. That was during last
that's
year.
huge. That's
Yeah, I was
huge, man.
fresh
That's
out, fresh
huge,
out the
man.
amateurs.
That's huge,
That's
bro.
huge
Now,
because
now,
I feel
now
like,
is it true that you went pro at 17?
Yeah, my first fight was I just got signed by Jay Prince. My first fight was in September.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made you go pro at 17?
Well, one, it was a lot of things. You feel me? One, the pandemic really played a key role in it because I didn't know when the next fight was gonna be for the amateurs. So
Got
I
you.
figured to myself, yo, if I'm not gonna fight regardless, I might as well get paid for it, instead of
yeah,
just sitting here.
Right,
So
I
that
know
was
that's right.
one.
right.
That's one. Two, I feel like I was ready to go pro. If you ask me, I feel like I was ready to go pro at 16. But
Okay.
you know, 17 is what happened. So we signed at 17. And I want to get my goal becoming like one of the greatest boxers of all time. I felt like I did what I had to do in the amateurs. I won nationals, I went international, I would beat the top competition. So I was like, yo, it's time to go to the pros now.
That's
I hear that.
I
Yeah,
hear that.
yeah.
Well, I feel as if the man Jay Prince doesn't get enough credit in the boxing world.
Right.
Yeah, nah,
I
it's
feel
just
as
it's a
if
team.
he's constantly looked down upon for some reason. I don't know if it has anything to do with race or if it has anything to do with anything outside of the sport of boxing. But can you elaborate on how good of a man Jay Prince actually is?
Jay Prince, he's a good manager. You feel me? I say he's the best in the game. If you ask me, you feel me?
I do
Ask
too.
anybody, I
Okay.
feel like he's the best in the game. Look at his. He got the roster, yo. In the next 10 years, even not even 10, next 5 years, you feel me? Jay Prince boxing gonna run all the boxing, every division. We gonna have a champion in every division. You feel me? Jay take care of all his fighters. He makes sure all of us straight. He'll get us the fights, and he's not
Uh-huh.
a hard person to deal with. You feel me? He's a man of his
Uh-huh.
word, so that's a good thing. Real good things.
That's
Now,
big.
now you was in the
Yeah.
Olympics, correct?
Nah, I was
Okay.
I was a junior. I was a junior before I got signed. Feel
Oh,
me?
okay,
I
okay,
went
okay.
I went overseas. I went overseas with the junior team, and I won a junior world championship over there at one of the top tournaments in the world. I think it's the Bormisha tournament in
Uh-huh.
Hungary. We went out there and we I think we was like we won the best team out there, like Team USA. We got like 7 gold medals, 1 silver and 3 bronze. Like everybody on the team medaled.
Uh-huh.
And
That
yeah, it was a good experience, great experience.
that's good experience because you already been out the country and you pretty much ready for
Yeah,
that. Most boxers box
yeah,
here and late in their career they go overseas and had the nervous jitters. You already done been through that.
Mhm.
yeah.
That's dope. That speaks volumes for your skills, man. That speaks volume for your skills. And I got another question,
I
man. You
appreciate it.
say you sparred all them, man. Nice sparring resume, but have you met any legends along the way that have gave you any type of pointers that took notice to you?
Oh yeah, I met a lot of legends. I met Sugar Ray Leonard. Feel me?
Okay.
I met Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford. He current legend right now, but I met Terrence Crawford.
Right.
Timothy Bradley. He after the fights he be giving me like tips and stuff what I need to work on, like off the camera, off the air. You feel me?
Okay.
You know.
Mhm.
It's a lot of guys. Danny Jacobs. When I grew up
Yeah.
around them because like that's the gym that Stash City. That's where he used to train at. So I
All
was
right.
training that. So I grew up around those guys. You feel me? So I met a lot of guys. You feel me? A lot of them.
I
All
hear
right.
you.
Yeah.
Um, I know you said that you didn't go to the Olympics. I know that,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
I live my life with the saying "no regrets," and I'm pretty sure you're a young man that lives his life the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
But it's something different about representing your country against
Yeah.
all other countries just for complete supremacy. Do
Yeah.
you think that if you got to the Olympics or you were in this year's Olympics, you would mop the floor with the world's competition?
With the competition?
Yes.
Oh yeah. 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 No doubt. You feel me? I feel like I said before, I feel like you put me in the ring with anybody right now. I feel like I'll beat them. You feel me? And
Mhm.
that's not just me being confident saying. I honestly, genuinely mean that. You feel me? I feel like if I was in the Olympics this year, I would have won the fighter the Roy Jones Award. You feel me? The fighter of the year,
Right.
fighter of the tournament award. You know,
Okay.
so I feel like yeah, that definitely would have been. It would have been a great experience. In fact, I really wanted to go to the Olympics because I knew like yo, that would be a good look on my resume, and I knew I could wipe the competition. It's just that my age didn't match up with the regulations at the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's pretty much it. But yeah, of course.
I see that, man.
Yeah.
So I got to ask this too. If you had a choice right now
Uh huh.
to fight anybody, who would it be?
I'm going straight to the top. I'm going straight for Crawford or Spencer Pacquiao. For me,
Okay.
yeah. Even I could try to touch 140. You feel me? And go grab
Uh,
belts from Josh Taylor. Like if I had to fight anybody right now, it's a belt fight. I'm going for the chip. You know, because my main goal is to clear as many divisions as I can and beat all the top guys and just take all the belts that I possibly can before I leave the game. You feel me?
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you talking about going to welter? Well, you young though. You may
Yeah.
end up going to anyways too. Cause what?
Yeah.
Have you grown any? Was you like 5'11"?
Yeah, I'm still around 5'11". You feel me? I probably grew an inch. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm still growing too. That's the thing. So I haven't even touched my full man strength yet, and
Right.
I'm stronger than a lot of guys. After my second fight, I realized I had to get stronger. So my team, we put together a workout routine. Feel me? We hit the weight room, we hit the push ups, we started trying different types of training and stuff, and I just got super strong. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yes,
Yeah. The
and
strength
then
is definitely there. The strength is definitely
yeah,
there.
yeah. So and on top of that, the man strength is I still gotta grow into that too. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a whole nother ball game when that comes in.
Okay. See, my partner, he likes strength, but both of us are sticklers for footwork. And I
Word.
have to say, for a young fighter, you have some of the best footwork that I've ever seen. Could
I
you
appreciate
tell
that.
me what got you to that point to where you're moving like no disrespect, but a ballerina in the ring so gracefully?
I appreciate that, man. I got it's a lot. I studied my forward. Got that from Lomachenko. You feel me?
Okay.
Studied a lot of Lomachenko. I did take a couple dance classes too. Feel me?
Okay.
To get my footwork better. A lot of footwork drills, a lot of soccer drills. Just a lot of studying, just studying different styles of fighting, different fighters, and different ways of footwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
It paid off.
Yeah,
It
It
paid
pays
off.
off.
So, having said
yeah.
that, what's new that you add into your arsenal now?
Oh wait, repeat that again. It cut out.
Oh, my bad. No, I was saying. So, having said that, what's something new that you're working on to add to your arsenal?
Oh, right now I'm just trying to sharpen everything I got right now. I'm trying to work on different types of defense now, like blocking better. I'm working on just trying to and little things I can incorporate in my game that will make it 10 times better, like punch placement, throwing the right shot, finishing
Mm,
better, like knowing how to finish an opponent. Just
mm,
little things like that. That's gonna take me to the top. You know?
okay,
Yeah.
that's where it's at too. It'd be the small
Yeah,
stuff. That's right. Good stuff, man. So, do
yeah.
you have a fight coming up lined up? Even though I know, I mean, are you looking at somebody? Because I know you just got done fighting.
My bad, man. It keeps cutting out. You could repeat that for me again, please.
No, I was saying I know you just got done fighting, but I was saying y'all looking at somebody already to line up for the next fight.
Give
Do
me
you
give me
have
like 1
another
second because
opponent
the
lined
connection's
up right
acting up.
now?
I'm in a bad reception area right now.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
We were saying, do you have another opponent lined up right now?
Yeah, it's going in now.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Well, ladies and
Jahi,
gentlemen,
you still there?
he's still there. I believe it's just the signal
Yeah.
trying to get through it. That's just something that happens, ladies and gentlemen. Technology is a beautiful thing, but it's also a hindrance at the same time.
Right. It ain't perfect.
It's not perfect. So we don't get mad at our technology. Let's not get mad at each other for not being perfect. That's all I got to say about that.
It would happen. One question I really want to know. Oh, he just dropped out. Hopefully he comes back, y'all. Hopefully he comes
Hopefully he
back.
does that. But
yeah, he shot me with some big names. That man confidence is up there though. He
I
said,
can
I'm going for the
understand
big
why.
dogs. I'm going for the big dogs.
I just hope the young man doesn't get the moniker of a boogeyman.
Nah, I don't. If he with Jay Prince, I believe Jay Prince do his job and pace him right. The turn it, like I say, and plus he done spar with the likes of Shakur and all them. Like I say, it's all about knowing when to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know.
what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the problem that a lot of these fighters have, like Shakur right now. They're the quote unquote boogeyman because they've sparred everybody. So these people seem to be avoiding them.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure they learned their lesson from it though. You know what I mean? Like you just can't. I'm not gonna put my dog in the ring with your dog, and then you ain't gonna want to fight. Fight me later type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping in the boxing world, you get what I'm saying, that we're learning that you can't just do that. You know what I mean? Because it's almost telling your game plan for a fight. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. That's big facts.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good young man. I want him to succeed.
I see him. Like I said, I'm claiming it for him. I see him as being a champ. If you guys have not checked any of his videos, his name is in the title, Jahi Tucker. Up and coming champ. He's clean.
Shit.
He's very clean. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. Hold on real quick.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Okay, yeah, he just texted he's coming back. Okay, cool.
All right. Let's just give him a second to come in.
Yeah, but like I said, man, he got the goods. He has the goods. Nice speed too. And like I said, he growing into his manpower. He ain't even got there, boy. That straight right is beautiful. Trust me, he's relentless with it. It's like a gunshot. It remind me of Roy. Just right. As soon as I saw it, I said, "Dang, that was Roy."
That's that straight shooter. That's man. I can't wait for him to get in there with, a champion. But in due time, I give him time. I give him about another.
And from watching the fights, the level of competition is up. It's not being stagnant. So as long as they keep doing that, he'll be ready.
It's a steadily increase in the level.
Yeah.
I like that. But I like that because most fighters, they get stuck.
Right.
Stuck at the level of competition that they're at, and then they never get the chance to improve. But when they finally do get it, they're done by then because it's too late in the game.
Right. And that's what I liked about the likes of like Edgar Berlanga and Jahi Tucker. They want the competition. They want, because they want to be great. This is what make legacy fighters. You know what I mean?
And speaking of Berlanga, I love Berlanga. And let me just put this out there. It happens. People get knocked out in sparring.
Man, that's the thing, man. It's a bunch of people legends that got knocked down in sparring that you just don't know.
Exactly. It happens.
All right, we got them back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, my bad, guys. Technical difficulties.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Now I was asking was even though y'all know you just got that fighting and whatnot, are you already looking? Are you guys already looking? Are you already guys looking at someone for your next fight?
Yeah, we're looking for a date and the opponent, you know. Um, but I keep training though. Just because it just pops up sometimes. They just tell you, yo, you fight this day. You just gotta be ready, you know.
Right, right.
I,
In
I
fact,
actually
I just finished thing. I just got out the gym. I just got out the gym. I'm about to go run as I'm talking to you guys.
Oh, okay.
see. I love that. I love people doing boxers doing road work because that's
Yeah,
something that's missing with a lot of boxers. They
yeah,
refuse to do it for some reason. They think that just hitting the jump ropes is enough or getting on the treadmill, but no, you got to get out there in the elements.
yeah,
You got to harden your shins and your legs and all that stuff to build up that endurance. Run
yeah.
them hills,
Right,
I love that. I love
right.
that, man.
How
Yeah.
if it was up to you, how often would you fight a year?
If up to me, I'd fight every month.
Oh, dang.
It make it easy. I get it out the way. You feel me?
Oh man, my dude said every month.
Yeah,
I
every
was
month. You
expecting, I
feel
was
me?
expecting 3 times, maybe 4 times. Shit.
He'd be the guy that end up with retire with a 202-5 record and shit.
He had a Joe Johnson record. He beat his record.
Nah, man. Cause like the way I look at it, it's we fighters. You feel me? And the quickest way to get the accolades and get all the accomplishments that I want to get, I just gotta fight. So I'd rather just fight as much as I can. You know,
Right.
get it out the
Well,
way.
let me ask you a question. How do you feel about resume bias? Like when, for instance, a fighter has somewhat names on his resume, but they're kind of lackluster, the big names,
Okay.
and they can't get the big names because the big names don't want to fight them, but people call it a certain fighter week. Do you feel like that's right?
It's a two-way. It's a two-way street to look at it
Okay.
because one, it's not like okay. For example, Terrence Crawford. All right. For
All right.
Terrence Crawford now, yo, he's possibly the best fighter in the world. Or I got him at number 2 pound for pound. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, and he's talented. He's super nice. Like Terrence Crawford is nice. Just nobody wants to fight him. No big name wants to fight him. At least
Right.
they don't appear like they want to fight him because the deal is always there. He's always ready to fight.
Right.
They just never want to fight him. So, and then you look at other guys where, like a Manny Pacquiao or even an Errol Spence. Errol Spence now, he got names on his belt. He got a couple names on his belt. A Kell Brooks, a Sean Porter,
Right.
and
Right. A
now gonna be
couple.
a Manny
Right.
Pacquiao, a Danny Garcia. Like he got a couple names on his belt. So you look at it from that perspective. Yeah, you could say that Terrence Crawford, like, yeah, nobody wants to fight him and stuff. But then again, you can't put him in certain categories because we haven't seen him against top competition, you know?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Me personally, I break my list into 2 different lists. I got like best where I rate off a skill, like of what I seen, no matter the competition. I just base it off of what I seen.
Right.
And then
Right.
I got the accolades where who you
Right.
beat, what you won, your record, how you look, you know? Not even how you look, but what, like, for example, Muhammad Ali, when he fought George Foreman.
Right.
Muhammad Ali from 1967, or like right when he got out of jail, that was the end of his prime, really about the end of his prime. And from there, you
Right.
seen like shadows of him. He wasn't a full guy, but he still was able to become the greatest fighter in a lot of people's opinion because of who he fought and what he went through while fighting them. He showed the
Right.
amount of heart he showed, the amount of endurance he showed, and he showed the will to win. He won. Like with George Foreman, everybody expected him to get killed. He didn't. He wasn't out there boxing like how Floyd was beating Canelo. Like
Facts.
how Floyd's outboxing, he wasn't doing that. But he just had a mindset. He had a game plan. He just stuck to the game plan and won. That's what you call great. That's a great accolade. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah. So that's how I break my 2 lists up. You got the best skill
Okay.
wise, and then the greats.
See, that's the way I actually break my list down also.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I like that. I like the
Because
way.
that's a constant debate over here as
Yeah.
far as with the resumes, because I feel as if there's fighters who are worthy of greatness, but they just don't
Get the chance.
get
Right.
the
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
Like Bud and Udonis Ugas are my favorite fighters. I'm not even going to lie to you, but they don't get the chances that everybody else gets, and
Right.
it just bothers me. It just
Yeah,
bothers
but
me,
man.
man.
Because it's unfair to them because you gotta remember they work hard every day to prove that they're great. You know, especially a dude like Terence Crawford, the position he's in the pound for pound position. He already won undisputed. He won. I think he got three division
yep,
championships right now, and he got a belt right now. You know, and I know he wants to make the big fights. You feel me? I know
right,
T-Bird wants to make the big fights because one, that's the payday, and two, you could put your name in history.
I got a
right.
question.
So
Speaking of pound for pound,
yeah,
how do you feel about ESPN taking Clarissa Shields out the pound for pound list
for females.
for all of it?
Oh, they took her out. Why? Because she was on fight MMA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's come on now.
Right.
You know, I didn't even know they did that. That's kind of messed up, you know, because Clarissa Shields is the greatest woman boxer of all time, and
For
one
real.
of the greatest boxers of all time, woman or man. Feel me? She's one of the
I
greatest boxers of all time.
yep. She
Yeah,
keep doing what she doing. She gonna be one of the greatest female athletes of all time.
yeah, because she's really doing. Yo, she got 2 Olympic gold medals, right?
Yep.
Then she went
Yep.
undisputed in 2 different divisions in like 7 fights or 8 fights or something like that.
Yep.
You know, and like and then she's won MMA, and a lot of people was down her for MMA, but she proved
She
herself.
did her thing. She
Yeah,
did her
so
thing.
I
Yeah.
got nothing but respect for Clarissa Shields. That's crazy. They took her off the pound for pound list because she went MMA.
Yep.
Yeah, man,
Yep.
that's crazy.
I, now I know you. I know what you said. You had Bud number 2. Who's your number 1?
I got Canelo at number 1.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
If I'm keeping it, I'm being honest with you. I can't put Loma at number 1 because he just lost to Tio. You feel me? But before that, I had
Right.
Loma at number 1 because like nobody's better than Loma in my opinion. Feel me? Like
Okay.
skill wise, ain't there's I never seen any fighter in history that be doing what Lomachenko does. You know,
Yeah, he
skill
studies
wise.
the point of attack, and he's very good at it.
Yeah,
Very good at point
that's
of
why I
attack.
respect Tio a lot because Tio beat him.
But do you
Um,
think? But you think it's fair that he was put on a pound for pound list with only like 14 fights?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, because you got to remember, if I got 14 fights, but I can name the names he wiped out though. Feel me? Like he don't beat names, and you gotta also remember he's a 130 or 126 fighting
Oh yeah.
135. You feel me? So he's literally doing what pound for pound means. Like I could be a 126 if I could fight a dude that's 135 and beat him. Like so,
I can give
yeah,
you that. I didn't
yeah,
think from that perspective. I can give you that. I can
yeah.
give
uh,
you
I
that.
respect
I
Loma.
just
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
back
But
to the MMA,
one thing I will tell you though, it was a little unfair to a lot of other fighters because Loma came in the game and got a belt shot his second fight. There's a lot of
right.
fighters who was doing work. They was doing a lot of work, and they didn't get a belt shot till like they 25th fight, 30th fight. You know?
Facts. Facts. That was one of the things that I was like, how is this possible? But like you say though, teach his own. But I didn't think he was worthy. But when you say it like that, 126 jump 130, okay, I can give him that.
Yeah,
Going
cause
up and
like
down route.
yeah, cause and he was taking out names. He wasn't just beating nobodies. He was taking out. He took out Gary Russell his third fight. Then he took
Uh-huh.
out Nicholas Walters. And he took out Rigondeaux. He took out Linares. He beat a Luke Campbell. You
Yep.
know, and there's a couple other dudes. Who else did he beat? Nah, I think that was it. Those are the
That
good
was it.
guys.
No,
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
good guys that
I
he
mean,
beat
that's a
out there.
good resume right there.
That's a good
But what I'm
resume.
saying,
And
that's a good
14
resume.
fights. In
But
14 fights.
that was in 40. But I'm saying they were calling him pound for pound before that though.
Oh, before which one? Like, I remember
Before he
them.
fought Gary.
I
For,
remember they
for
called him
Russell.
pound for pound after he won after he beat Nicholas Walters. That's when they was like, oh, he's the best pound for pound
Right
fighter.
when Nicholas quit. I remember that.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
but I tell you one thing, bro. Yo, white boy earned it though. I ain't gonna lie. He could box. Like, he could really box.
No, he could. I'm not taking that. I'm not saying he
Yeah.
garbage by far. I'm not saying
Nah,
that at
nah, nah,
all.
of course not.
No,
But
sir. I am not saying that.
that's one boy, like, because I used to really sit down and study. I'd be like, yo, that's why I got my footwork like him, because I was like, yo, he just moves, bro. He just be moving.
Yeah.
Maintenance.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
boxes.
Now, I got some pushback for you.
All right.
Over here in these parts,
Yeah.
we discuss things like men. If we disagree, we just disagree, and after that, we just keep it moving.
Yeah.
I do not have Canelo pound for pound.
Who you got number 1?
I actually have Earl pound for pound right now.
You got Errol Spence number 1?
I have Earl Spence number 1 right now, and I can explain to you why.
All right, let me hear.
I am a person who, I can deal with some resume bias. I can contradict myself on any
Yeah,
given day.
yeah,
But what I cannot deal with is cherry picking.
yeah.
I
He don't
cannot
cherry pick. Errol
I
don't cherry pick.
cannot deal with that. And if you look at Canelo's last several opponents, they've been cherry picked. He's
Really?
avoided top level
Well, except
competition, in my opinion.
He his
he
last
had.
fight was just against Billy Joe Saunders.
Well,
Billy,
that was the last one. That had to happen.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying, what my partner saying is, for
yeah.
instance, he'll get who was the guy that he gave the pop out arm to? I forgot.
Liam Smith, he gave him
William
Will
Smith.
Smith,
previous.
but he gave him a month and a half
Oh,
to
word.
train for that fight. He
Well,
did Khalid Plant the same way, and Khalid Plant had turned down the fight. Like, no, I'm not gonna train a month and a half and jump in the ring with you.
well, I tell you one thing. I agree with that. The last two fights before the Billy Joe Saunders fight, those last I think it was like 2 or 3 fights.
Right,
There was one fight he fought this one English dude. He's a champion. He was alright, but he
yeah,
wasn't like, you know.
right.
Mhm.
But yeah, I agree with that. But you also gotta look at his resume from before that though. Feel me? Wait,
Mm.
before we get into this, what y'all thought about the Triple G fight, the Triple G series, the first fight and the second fight?
Canelo lost one of those fights.
I
I
thought the
agree.
first was a draw. I
I
thought the first was a draw. To be honest with you, I felt like Canelo did enough showing boxing ability, trying and being smart by the adjustments he made to keep
yeah
it going. Whereas Triple G was just still being himself, a straightforward, pushing pressure fighter. The second one, I felt like Canelo won that all day. He had
yeah
figured out
yeah
like all I gotta do is box this guy and I'm gonna
yeah.
win it.
I
They
felt
split
like the
it, in my
first fight.
opinion.
I feel like Canelo lost the first fight. Personally, I feel like he lost the first fight,
Mhm.
Mm.
but I feel like he lost it because Triple G just showed like he wanted it more. Like watching the fight, I was watching it live. It was like Canelo didn't look like he wanted to win. You feel me?
Uh,
The second fight though, I thought Canelo edged it out 7-5.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but
That's the fact.
yeah, you got Canelo when he fought Triple G. Feel me? He fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Miguel Cotto before Floyd fought Miguel Cotto.
Mm-hmm.
He fought. I don't really count the Shane Mosley because Shane Mosley was pretty old at that time. He fought like he has a couple good names on his resume. You feel me?
Oh no,
He fought Floyd.
he
He
do
fought
from
Floyd.
growing up.
He lost. He lost. Don't get it messed up. He lost. But how many people can say, "Yo, I wanted to fight Floyd"?
That no Floyd fight when we would have Canelo we have today.
Of course not. Nah.
That's the fight that turned his career around. Like I gotta learn to box. I just can't be a slugger,
Yeah.
whatnot. And and I'm not taking away from because he got good skills, no doubt.
Yeah.
The dude can make adjustments. That's how he beat Billy Joe. He saw he didn't like them gut shots, and he
Yeah.
knew every time he was about to throw a good shot, he would fold up. That's why he started throwing that uppercut. It was
Yeah.
gonna land. It was gonna land. So he very well. It's
Yeah.
just I think the gripe that people have with him is now it's starting to look like cherry picking. It may not
Yeah.
even be that.
It
It's
not. It
just
might
like
not be. It
for
might
you
just
to
be.
be that good,
Yeah.
why not get somebody else at least almost as good as you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah. I
At the
get. I
least.
understand 100%. And I can see why you saying that Errol Spence is number one because one that tell you he don't cherry pick. Errol Spence he got a hell of a resume. You know,
Mhm.
Errol got a
Mhm,
hell of a resume, and
mhm.
the only person in that division who got a bigger resume to him is Pacquiao.
No,
Right.
Pacquiao
no.
Yeah,
got a
Pacquiao got the biggest resume out of
He has the
everybody.
biggest, but he doesn't have the best. The best
Oh,
resume goes to Sean Porter.
nah. Pacquiao got the best.
Current.
Pacquiao.
If you go to current, yeah,
Sure.
but
You just talking about
current, yeah.
welterweight, or you talking about like
Like
hey who
overall,
where?
no,
Overall, okay.
he was thinking welterweight. He was just
Well,
thinking welterweight. But overall,
Okay.
yeah,
overall,
Manny got
okay.
the biggest resume of everybody right now. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
but
But overall, yeah, Sean
Sean
Porter
just
right now.
Sean done fought everybody for us out of the big five. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
Sean done fought everybody. But like, do you believe? Say Earl. Well, I'm gonna ask you this: who winning Earl and Pacquiao? Just your pick.
In my opinion, I think Pacquiao gonna pull it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because can I tell you why?
Uh huh.
Errol, he's very flat-footed, and when he tries to box, it looks a little awkward. It's not that he's not able to box; it just looks a little awkward. You feel me?
Right. Right.
Also, Pacquiao, he doesn't think. Pacquiao speed and power. Feel me? Speed,
Right.
power, his footwork, his movement, his experience, his IQ. I just feel like he gonna beat Spence. I don't think
That
he's gonna walk through Spence. I feel like it's still gonna be a close fight. I wouldn't be
he,
surprised if Spence
he
won.
doesn't walk through nobody though.
Yeah, nah. I don't expect it to be like a one-sided affair. None of that. Like I feel like it's gonna be a real close fight. Like 1 or 2 rounds may decide it. But if you ask me, I feel like it's on Pacquiao.
Yeah, I said the same thing that I said Earl's flat footed unless he shows something new.
Yeah,
I can't call it because like
yeah.
Pacquiao, people say like, oh, he's not just gonna walk in there and knock Earl out. Well, he's never
No.
done anybody like that. He gets you with by accumulation.
Yeah.
See,
And the fight that I compare to this fight has always been the Cotto fight. Cotto come in, beat the pressure, flat footed, walk forward, and he got Cotto like just punches and bunches, and it takes his toll.
But
Now,
I tell you one thing though, Errol Spence got a way better defense than Cotto.
oh heck
Because
yeah, most definitely.
Errol, he may not move a lot like footwork wise, but his hands up, he's very basic, but he's fundamentally sound though. You feel me?
Right, but I will challenge you to go watch, pick any fight, any Manny Pacquiao fight, okay?
Okay.
And watch it slow mo on YouTube, like slow the speed down.
Yeah.
And you will see that Manny Pacquiao don't care what he hits.
He just throwing. I get you
He's throwing. He will hit you.
Yeah.
If you got your gloves up, he's punching your gloves on purpose so you hit yourself. Anything to frustrate you, he does it.
Yeah,
Anything.
that's a fact. I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Lomo does the same thing. Lomo knock your guard down.
Yeah.
Hit you. You know what I'm saying? These are all point of attacks. If it's a video, you can look at called point of attacks if you ever want to check it out. Then you wonder why they do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. It's on YouTube, right? Point of attack.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, it's called Point of Attack. It's called 5 Ways Point of Attack.
All right,
and
cool.
you'll be shocked who wrote the book on it. I ain't gonna tell you, and you'll be shocked how these boxers adapted to their game. You okay? But no, on everything. So I tell everybody, oh, he ain't gonna knock Earl out. I'm like, dude, don't go in there with the intentions to knock you out. Pacquiao ain't never win no fight with the intention to knock nobody out. If it happens, it happens. That's just how it is with him. You know, he wants to win a fight. And he said it several times that why go in there and me trying to intentionally hurt you when I can win by 12.
Yeah.
But if it happened, it happens, whatever. But I do think Earl got a great shot. Now Earl just gonna have to keep up the pace because like it's speed usually is the first to slow down and your gas and then your power last.
Yeah.
I don't see the man's speed slowing down. I was just watching him train. I don't see the speed that went down. None. The only thing I could see for any type of game plan is hope the old man slow down by 6. He will start running out of gas.
Now I feel like Errol Spence could slow him down. All Errol Spence gotta do is touch his body. Because when Errol Spence started touching the body, because remember Errol Spence got real game changing power. You feel me?
Yeah.
If he hit him with something tough, like that could discourage. I don't think it's gonna discourage Manny because he's been hit hard before. Feel me?
Yeah.
But it'll definitely like let him think twice before coming in. And Errol Spence can capitalize off that.
Right.
I honestly think that's the game plan because if you look at the Cotto fight, he suckered Cotto in with a lot of those hard body punches that he wanted to throw.
Yeah. He let him throw them at him just to intimidate him.
I think
Earl, I think Earl hits a lot harder than
Cotto. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I just think that's going to be the same game plan. But something else. I get tired of some of these belt holders holding these belts hostage.
Yeah.
If Manny Pacquiao wins, do you think that this will be a good thing for that division?
Because whoever win this fight, right? Because this for all 3 belts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever win this fight, it's only one other fight to make. You feel me? So I feel like whoever wins this fight, if Pacquiao get it, I feel like it will be more likely that Pacquiao make the fight with Crawford, because Pacquiao, he's like that. He'll make the fights happen.
Right.
But I feel like if anyone to make the fight, they gotta make a fight. They gotta fight Crawford. That's the only other fight to make. And if they don't, then that says something about them and their team.
It's gonna be a great cloud over their head, right?
Yeah. So they got
to carry on.
Yeah.
That's another thing. But you don't think Pacquiao retires after this fight, win or lose?
I don't know. He's like what, 42, 43 now?
Yeah, he's trying to become president.
And I think the elections is coming up.
Oh,
yeah, he's trying to become president.
He might retire after this. So in that case, then if Pacquiao wins, right? Say Pacquiao wins, then he doesn't fight Crawford, and he just goes and retires. And that just opened up. That just opened the game up. because that just
Right.
vacated all the belts. You feel me?
Right.
Now you can
Right.
see a guy
Right.
like you guys get a belt of his own because they've been screwing that guy for a minute now. You know,
Yes.
you
Yes.
guys can get a belt. A Virgil Ortiz get a belt. A Jerron Ennis get a belt. So a lot of dudes who can get a belt. I can get a belt myself. That's my division. You feel me?
Get your
Right.
belt, young
Right.
man. Get
Yeah,
your
I'm getting
belt.
my belt.
He
You feel
gonna
me?
get it. He gonna
Get
get
your
it.
belt.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it right there. That would be good.
That would be a good thing. That's my line of thinking. I
Yeah.
believe
Right.
if Pacquiao wins and he's elected president, and all those belts are vacated, it's just going to cause a championship scramble. So
Yeah.
where there's going to be no choice for the best to fight the best.
Yeah.
Like I can see you fighting Keith Thurman next year, man.
I appreciate that. You feel me?
I
That'd be
can
a good
That'd
see
be
fight.
dope.
that
That'd be dope.
for a contendership match. I
Yeah.
can see that. I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see Ugas versus Porter too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
What you
nice.
thought about that first fight?
Ugas won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Everybody
felt
know.
the same
Everybody know
way.
who won that fight.
Nah,
Everybody
I
know.
felt the same way when the decision was read. I was like, oh man. Yeah, you feel me?
Let me ask you this: hey, if Earl didn't get that knockdown against Shine, who you thought would won that fight?
I thought it would have went to a draw. Tell you the
See,
truth.
I said it would have been a draw. I said,
Yeah.
but that's to me, that's Earl's toughest fight to date, boy.
Yeah.
That
That was
fight,
Earl's
and I
toughest
love
fight.
watching that fight over and over again. That was
Yeah,
nice.
nah.
That
If
was a
Errol
nice
never got
fight.
into that car accident, I feel like he would have been way better than he is now. Feel
Oh
me?
yeah, he would have been progressed.
I feel like
That's
he probably would have had like, all three belts right now. Feel me? Because you
right,
gotta take
right.
consideration the time that done passed of him from healing and stuff, and him getting back into training shape, then him getting back to fighting shape. You
But
feel me?
I gotta give him props to come back as quick as he did though.
Oh yeah, of course.
Was
He
ridiculous.
got
Was
hard.
ridiculous. Yeah, he got hard,
Got
man. He could
hard.
jump in that ring and took a big chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I gotta say, man, we want to thank you, man, for you coming on, man, and giving us this interview. Believe it or not, you may only be 4-0, but man, you huge in your own right. I see you as being champ. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it, man.
And we hope to have you on here soon
Yeah, definitely, man.
on
I
the next
appreciate you
one.
guys, man.
Keep us posted, man, all day on your next fight. You know what I'm saying? We looked and like I say, I'm a validate. You something special, man. That straight right is nasty. Oh, his price service jumped out.
But yeah, I love talking to up and coming fighters like him. I love that, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is. I told you service jumped out.
My fault, guys.
Oh, good. No, like just saying, I'm validate, man. You gonna be champ, bro. Soon. Not one day. Soon, bro.
I appreciate that a lot, man. Really.
That right,
Appreciate y'all for having me.
that right hand stands out. It's nasty. You shoot it like a shotgun, man. Bro. It's nasty.
See,
But yeah.
I love talking to up and coming fighters like yourself because, you know, a lot of times you guys don't get the proper respect or the exposure that you guys should. And I just love it because you guys have something to offer to this sport as well.
Oh, yeah,
And people should need to start paying attention to y'all.
Yeah, all in due time, you feel me? Because, like, pretty soon, boxing is getting real big again. Everybody's starting to tune in and stuff like that. Everybody's going to start looking at the up-and-coming fighters, because it's way liver than about 10 years ago. You feel me? 10 years ago, boxing was kind of dead,
It was.
Right.
But, yeah, it's getting better and better. Pretty soon it's going to be like the NBA.
I pray it does, man. But like I said, man, keep us in mind. GMT Boxing in the red corner, boxing with Polo J, man. Hope we get an interview before your next fight. We'll keep it pushing.
All
right, man. You be easy.
You too, man. See you guys, all right?
All right, stay blessed, man.
Stay blessed. See you.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was dope.
Dope interview, y'all, man. I told y'all we're going to keep bringing the latest and the greatest over this way to GMT Boxing and in the red corner with Polo J. We're going to let y'all go because we got to head over to the live coverage to the weigh-in. So stay tuned. All right?
Yerp.
1.